want you to stand and just kind of, let's see if you can get yourself grounded, because you are on top of the world today.
What do you mean? What's grounded?
Like this, get grounded.
Look, wiggle back and forth. You want to make sure you can feel the earth underneath your toes, your heels, your middle, sides. It's going to help you with your balance and you figure out where your ground is. Okay.
I have no clue.
Let's go with it. We're going to go into mountain first. So we're going to just look straight ahead. Shoulders are going to go up, back, and down. Hands are going to come out like you're shooting energy through your fingers to the earth. And then you're pulling energy from your feet all the way up so that your head has this little balloon that's kind of pulling it up. So you have really good posture. And what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Full, deep breaths. Oh, that breeze feels good. Good. Take a good breath in and out. Good. Let's take our shoulders and kind of one at a time. Just start moving them around a little bit. Yeah. Go the other way. This is my sexy roll. I'm like, you gotta get your face with it.
Well, not even here.
And then we can do them both together because you want to see how, to be sexy, I guess.
I think I'd rather be having guys snore really loud.
And then
in my ear.
both the other way. Oh, my shoulders are sore. I don't know about y'all. And then we'll go ahead and do some easy neck rolls. I want to look down first. And I'm going to go to one side slowly. Oh, that's where it pops. Go all the way around. Once you've gone around twice, stop and go around the other way. Reverse, reverse, reverse. And then we'll meet back up at center. Woo. That one always makes me a little dizzy.
Yeah, every time I do it, yeah, I go with those. I'm just so dizzy all the time.
Oh yeah, we've got trees above us, so we'll see. I'm gonna scooch back just a tad bit, because that branch right there is gonna whack me.
Well, whack
So let's
'em
go
back.
ahead and we'll inhale up. And if you can, we're gonna keep our arms up here. Oh, good. I was like, if you're not hitting trees. Put your hands together. And inhale big. And let's exhale to one side for a good side stretch. Inhale back up. Inhale the other side. Inhale back up. This time take this arm down if you want to bury me. I'm doing right. And we're just going to stretch over. No, other side, no. There you go. Inhale back up. Arms up. Other arm comes down. And up. Both ends up. Exhale down. Is there anything in particular you want to work on stretching today?
Yeah, well, I'll call them from the wardrobe.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yes, we can back it up. So we'll start with a few, we'll get warmed up. So we can start with something easy, maybe tree to start with. Nani's been practicing this, so we're going to see how good she's doing. So if you want to take your left leg, keep it down. Make sure there's a little bend in the knee, because you don't want to be stick straight. Bend in the knee. You're just going to kickstand next to it. And make sure that knee, we're trying to get it out. It's not in front, we're trying to, but we're going to see how that works. If not, wherever you can land it. Inhale up. Find out where you want to keep your arms at. You can stay here, or you can move up. So if you want to move up, start moving up. I always have to kind of help myself. you want to find a spot in front of you. Nani's got the tree to hold on to, but if you find a spot in front of you that you can stare at that doesn't move, it usually helps your balance.
Well, hey, the trees are helping her.
Yeah, she's holding on. There she goes.
She trying to be trees and the trees are helping.
So find something out there that's not moving too much. If it's another tree, it may be moving. You move like, woo. If you've got awesome balance, you can actually start to move your arms around a little bit to different positions, just to see if you can mess with your balance. Because it's all about testing yourself, right? Like whatever you feel like you want to do. Arms overhead. What did we say the other day? We had a weeping willow. We were like,
Eagle.
the wind helps. It's like, yeah. And we'll exhale out.
Just like that.
Just like that. Just very, I'm gonna say, just not pretty.
Not graceful.
Thank you. Graceful. So then we're going to do the other side. So now I'm going to do my right. It's going to be my base leg. And I'm going to kind of have a micro bend, not stick straight again. Micro bend, and you're just going to kickstand for a second. You're going to inhale up. Find your spot in front of you that you want to stare at. If it's on the ground, it may be too close, so you need it to be out a little bit further. And you can start to raise or keep your leg there wherever you want. I'm going to help myself. See, there goes the wind to help you with your balance. And you're like, woo, that's a big gust. So try to find your balance, and you're like, wherever you want.
Trying to
Do the surfing thing, yeah, that's fine.
the wiggle, or however they call it.
The wiggles.
I know how to do the worm, but not the wiggle.
And we'll come out. Woo. Shake out your little ankles. Good. All right, so we can do some sun salutations or Surya Namaskar. I'm trying to learn all the actual words. So that's in my program. They're trying to teach us all the words. So I'm trying. I'm like, they are very hard, but I'm trying. So Garrett, come to the front of your mat. Everybody come to your front. Because we'll end up in lunge. So you have to lunge back. So
But do this one.
no, inhale up. And as we exhale, we swan dive down. So swan dive. So you just kind of hang there, right? Probably can't reach as far right now, but that's okay. You can bend your knees. So we can put our hands on our shins. And we can half lift, which means we straighten out our back. We inhale. Good. And as you exhale, you just fall down or ragdoll. It helps you sometimes to kind of do that half lift to get into a deeper stretch. So then we are going to go into a lunge. So if you guys want to take your right leg back into a high lunge. If you need to put your cooler in front of you as like a helper, you can. I'll try with that. Okay. We'll take a couple breaths here. In through the nose and out through the nose. Give us the volume. Then we'll go into plank. So high plank, or you can put your knees down if you need to. Okay. Take an inhale breath. And then as you exhale, we go down to chaturanga, which means we hover. And then you can go all the way down. Good. Oh, hands will be next to your chest. Your feet are relaxed back here. And on an inhale, we just inhale, tucking your elbows in and kind of squeezing your shoulder blades. You inhale up. You're so funny. Tuck the toes under. Exhale and you push into down dog. You may have to walk it up just a little bit. Feel free to pedal your heels so that one heel's down and the other. And I want y'all to breathe in and out. We'll take a few deep breaths here. Then slide my right foot back first, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna lift my right foot again, and I'm just gonna swing it forward into lunge. Because now I got the other side going. And if you forget which side, that's okay. You just repeat it and do it again. Deep breath, in and out. We'll bring the other foot together so you're kind of in a crouch, almost like a chair position. And you're gonna inhale, rolling it up super slowly. So we'll go again. We'll do it with each breath kind of a little faster, but get some water if you need it. Or just play with the tree.
Okay, I can do that.
At the front of your mat, no. I was just kidding.
Oh. Well, why'd you say it? You gotta be Pacific.
Oh my god.
Pacific.
It's not a word. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Woo. Inhale into your half lift. And you want to exhale into that ragdoll. Bending the knees if you need. I'm going to go ahead and take my right foot back again into lunge. Good. Inhale, exhale. We're going to go into our plank. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lower down. Hover. Come all the way down. Inhale into your cobra, tucking those little elbows in. Tuck the toes under and exhale up into down dog. Walk it up a little bit if you need, if you can't reach. Then on the inhale, I'm going to lift up my right leg, swing it up into my lunge. There you go.
Fire's in the way.
Other leg comes forward, and we're going to roll it up. So we did our right leg. Let's do, since we did 2 on that side, we'll do 2 with the left leg. And then I'll add on some things. We'll add on some twists and things. That'll start working our backs too, so that'll be nice. So, just getting a little warmed up. Because it's nice out here, but we gotta get warmed up before we stretch. Definitely. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. So now take your left leg back into lunge. Good. We're going to go into plank. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lower down, hover. Then you'll go all the way down. Inhale into your cobra. This helps strengthen the lower back too, which helps. Curl your toes. Exhale into down dog. Inhale, bringing that left leg up. Swinging it forward into your lunge. And make sure your knee is not over your toe. There you go. Nani's self-corrected. Other foot together. And roll it up. Good.
I'm sticking to the mat.
Well, my feet aren't.
Yeah.
My feet aren't sticking.
Sometimes it's too slippery. You can add water on it too to actually make it so it's not so slippery. Because some of these mats can be slippery.
Yeah, this one is.
Let's finish out that one side. We have one more to do on that one side. So inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, ragdoll. Inhale, take the, what did we say, the left leg back?
Now you do right.
No, we've already done 2 on one side.
2 lefts.
You just did the
We'll
left.
go to plank.
Messing with us now.
Inhale, and as you exhale down to chaturanga, which is hovering. Then all the way down. Inhale, squeezing those shoulder blades together and elbows together. Curl those toes. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bringing up your left leg into lunge. Good. Watch your knee over your toes. There you go, Garrett. Other leg together, and let's roll it up. Okay, so now what we'll do it again, but we'll do 1 on each side, and we're going to start adding adding a few things, like maybe some twists. And the twist will help the back, but it also works the obliques.
Yes.
It's gonna make them super
Like the
sore.
one we did the other day. I can't think of what it was.
Yes. You're doing all kinds of twists. We'll see. Twists are always good because you don't feel it while you're doing it, but the next day you're like, oh.
Yeah, like sprints.
Yes, and so
what was
it's like
this one?
the bat wings or triceps.
We did
Okay,
something
we
that
Made
made it
that
hurt.
work out for sure.
I don't remember what it was.
Okay. So let's inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, ragdoll. I'm going to take my right leg back this time into my lunge. And while I'm here, I'm going to take my hand, opposite hand of my foot, put it next to it, and guess what? So I have my left knee up. Move your hand back towards your hand, or your hand back towards your foot. Sorry.
Close.
You may have to spread your legs apart a little bit. Put your knee back down if you need to on the back. Okay. And what we're gonna do, this hand that's on the knee, guess what? We're going to just kind of twist it up.
Wait.
And you're gonna try to hold it. Yes. Good. Inhale and exhale. Don't forget to breathe, y'all. See, he said we were sexy and beautiful. We're gonna untwist back into our lunge and go to plank. Inhale, and as we exhale, go down to chaturanga. All the way down. We're gonna inhale to cobra, squeezing your shoulder blades together, squeezing your glutes. Tuck your toes. Exhale into down dog. Try to remember which leg I had forward, y'all.
Left.
Okay. Raise your left leg up. Back into lunge. You are correct. Because guess what? We're back at our lunge. We're going to take our hand next to it. Twist again. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
And somebody's
Yeah, the ants.
Yum, yum, yum.
Hands back down beside them. We're going to bring both legs together. Roll it up slowly.
Woo!
That was tough.
I felt that one.
Yeah. Get a little out of breath when you're holding it. You're like,
Yeah.
start shaking.
Okay. I can't breathe, but I
You're
need
like,
to
I can
breathe.
do this.
She made me do yoga plus walk, a mile back and forth down to the
Get off
beach.
of my
Oh my gosh.
That was one
But yoga
side.
on the beach is totally different than here.
Yeah.
You know, so much easier to run on the beach than it is around the track. I've
Trying to be a pigeon.
noticed that.
Let's do our other side.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I gotta remember. That was this one forward. Okay. Inhale up. Exhale. We don't want one side severely sore and the other one not at all. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, ragdoll into your forward fold. All right, so now is going to be my left leg back. Yes, the other one. Okay. Put your knee down if you need to, Nani. And we're gonna put, since I have my left back, it'll then be my opposite hand right next to it. And I'm gonna twist myself up. Woo, yeah. Get it. Put your back knee down, Nani. That'll help you. That'll help. So you don't push your knee over your toes. Take some deep breath. We'll bring our arm back down to frame us. We'll go to plank. Woo! Inhale. Lower down, chaturanga. Woo!
Chaturanga.
Chimichanga!
Chimichanga.
Chimichanga.
We're going to inhale the cobra. Curl your toes. Exhale, down dog.
Wait, what'd you call it?
I want a chimichanga.
Yeah.
Chaturanga, boy. Oh my God, lift up your right leg.
I'm just trying to make it nice.
Go into lunge.
You at least need some jokes.
This is joke yoga.
No, this jokes.
Opposite hand, and guess what? Peel yourself up again. Ooh, yeah. Bring your hands back down. Both legs together. Roll it up.
Roll it up. feel it burn.
Yeah, really.
You're
Sit
interrupting.
and twist.
Stop.
Making me hungry.
Go ahead and stand in your mountain. I know I haven't eaten.
Oh no.
And what we're gonna do, we're just gonna do some gentle twisting to the side. Monty likes this one. Twisting to the other side. Kind of put a micro bend in your knees. And you just start kind of going a little faster. Faster. And you're just kind of, oh yeah. Whee! Shake out. This is what kids did.
I feel like
No.
a kid. I feel like a
No,
little
we go a
girl.
lot faster.
Yeah, they go faster and their arms relax.
Like this.
So that works too. All right, that should kind of re-stretch us back out a little bit. We twist us around a little bit. Scared me, I don't know what. I got a bug.
She almost died.
I almost did.
Yeah.
Y'all want to do just a little warrior flow?
I guess I'll find out.
Let me take a nap.
And then
He said
we'll
just
do
like
just
that.
a little warrior flow and maybe one more standing, and then we'll move to the mat and do a lot more twists and stuff and just kind of work out the backs. So find the front of your mat. I was gonna say
Right
find a
there.
stable area, but. So we're gonna inhale up. And when you exhale, you're going to bring your arms down into, they call them cactus arms or butterflies. So your elbows are still at shoulder length and you're actually squeezing the shoulder blades back together. And let's go ahead and take your right leg back into a warrior one stance almost. So that back foot is popped out just a little bit, but my hips, the front heel, and my shoulders are all facing the same way. Just that back heel is the only one that's funky.
It's me today.
You can go arms up, and this is a traditional warrior one if you kind of bend into it. Watch your knees though, don't take your knees over your toes.
He's all bad.
Exhale, and you're gonna twist into warrior two. So now my feet are definitely a different angle. So this back one is facing the bathroom. The front one's facing the pond. So I don't know. Yeah, as long as you're kind of at a T. Arms up. And you'll kind of go into your lunge a little bit. Just making sure that, of course, again, your knee is behind the toes. So if you, all of a sudden, your toes have disappeared, you're like, uh-oh.
Oh no, my toes.
You bit too far. This is warrior two. You can also turn your palms up the other way to relax your shoulders and give them a little bit of a break. And let's do some reverse right here. So we will bring our front arm up into reverse. And so we're not bending too far back. We're just in the same stance. Ooh, the wind goes. That feels good though. And you reach up. And as you exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, back to reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Exhale. Bend that front arm, and we're actually going to put it on our knee. And we can bring our arm up so that we're in our side angle. Beautifully aligned. Or if you're like, this isn't enough, you can bring your arm down and set it down and stretch a little bit more.
No. I'm a kid. I can't bend.
You don't?
I mean, I can bend.
You're funny. You can also straighten out that front knee. And so now you're in triangle. She's like, hold on, I don't know if I can. Bring your arm up a little bit more if you need to, like at your calf. If it's too tight, there you go. We're gonna wind this top arm down, so bend that front knee. Wind it around. We can frame our foot. Go back to our plank. And we'll go down to our chaturanga. I'm gonna come up to my up dog. Curl your toes again, down dog. And then go ahead and lift the leg that you have front. Bring it into your plank and we'll come back. Both together. We got one side. We have to go the other side, y'all.
This side, right side.
Yes. I think so, yeah. Because mine, yeah. So we'll do the other side. So inhale it up. Exhale, we're going to go into our cactus or butterfly, pushing the shoulder blades together. And now right goes back. Your right. Is that your right? No.
Oh, wait, I think
Wait, did we do the other one?
We did it before, yeah.
Okay, so left goes back. My bad.
Left, right. What?
I'm like,
I was like,
what's
yeah,
the
that
timeout?
side already
that's-
felt very
that's
stretched
loose.
out. I was like,
Yeah.
hold on. You'll notice you're like, oh, let's do the other side. You can bring your arms back up to traditional. Hang on, listen. Exhale into your warrior two stance. And on the warrior two, we're going to make sure our knees not completely going inside. We do want to try to press it out towards like our pinky or third toe if we can. That's the challenge instead of like. We can turn our hands over. And we can do some reverses from here. So inhale up into reverse. Exhale down to warrior two. Inhale up. Exhale. Go ahead and bend that front arm. We're going to come down to our side angle. Just going to bring my arm up. You're good to wait here and hang out here if you want, or if you want more of a stretch, you go down. Your hands down. This is where you can also do a bind behind if you'd rather open that shoulder up a little bit more. You can just put that arm behind you to start. Straighten out that leg if you can in the front into triangle. You may have to move your arm up, like I put mine on my shin. We're going to bend this front. We're going to swing this arm back around and go into our plank.
Oh, yeah.
Inhale, and as we exhale, chaturanga. Ooh, there's an ant right there. Go down. My cobra. Exhale, down dog. Trying to avoid this ant on my mat.
Kill it. I can see it.
Raise whatever leg was in front. We're gonna put it back up into our lunge.
I forgot to. Is it the right one or?
I went, yeah, right.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure
Just in
either.
case. Both legs together. Roll it up. Let me get this lone ant off my mat. Okay, so that was a little bit of warrior flow to go from 1 to 2. We do have warrior 3. Have you ever done that one? So what we can do is when you inhale, you do your cactus arms. You go back with one leg, right? So you've got your front leg, it's bent. Arms come up. And what you're going to do is you're going to slowly peel yourself forward so that this front leg is the one that you're on.
Oh, wait. Yes, I think I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you just kind of hinge a little bit, keeping a micro bend in this knee, and you just reach out. And you're trying to make like an even line with yourself, which doesn't always happen. You can also put your hands down, and you be in standing splits with one leg up.
Oh no, I can't do that far.
Put both feet down,
Standing split.
roll it up. Which my standing splits are like right here too.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, and that's okay. I've seen people that do get them up high,
Straight
but
up, yeah.
depends on your flexibility and
Right.
how
Maybe
warmed up
30
you are.
years ago I could do that, but
Mine been
It
more
depends.
like 50.
In super hot yoga, like if I'm indoors and we're in a room and they get up to like 95 or 100, I can do it then.
oh, because you're
It's
more.
like I'm so warm, yeah,
Yeah.
at that point. But
Oh, I would love to do hot yoga.
so we did the right side. So let's just play it and do the left side. So inhale up. Or I'm opposite, so sorry. Yeah, cactus arms. So you'll take your left back, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to say my opposites because you're on my opposite and it totally confuses me because I'm like, which one did I do number 1? And then I'm like, I don't know. So what we're going to do is we're going to put all of that weight into that front. We kind of start to come up a little bit if you need to. Arms can come up all the way. And you start to come forward. And you try to hinge. And so if you have back issues really bad, just stay. You don't have to go. But once you get that hinge, you're like, oh, I got it.
Well, I don't.
Then you stay
Oh, I
at the
don't.
beginning. And then you slowly unhinge to come out of it. And lower. Wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it. Give me a little wiggle. Got our music going. Okay.
Snakes.
Are you a snake?
You know, one of those people that make the snakes dance.
Oh, yeah? We can do an interesting, fun balancing one. We can do eagle, which is kind of a twisting of all the body. So I'm going to pick my left leg. I'm trying to do y'all's side. It's got the micro bend, right? And what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of put it over. See if we can just balance it for right now. So then, since my right leg is my base leg, I'm going to do my left arm.
We're like,
Which was it?
And I'm going to bring my other arm over it.
Okay, I feel like we're just being symmetrical.
Try to put your palms together if you can. We are. And what we're going to try to do is then sit into chair, stare at something in front of you, your focal point, and you're going to feel this in your shoulders really well. And that upper back, it'll kind of pull that area.
You like,
Yeah, my upper back has been bothering me lately a lot.
Mine's been tight too. This is a great stretch to pull those shoulder blades back apart since we've been putting them together. And to come out, you can straighten your legs back up, and then we'll slowly untwist our arms.
that hurt my ankle more than anything.
you sure? You sure? It looks like.
So now we're going to try to do the opposite side, y'all.
Oh no.
So now my right will stay down. Micro bend. Just going to easily put that left over. So since my right arm is down, we're going to do left. Take the other one across over it. And so if you're like, wait, I think it was the same way I just did, you can switch it. And you're going to find your focal point. You're going to slowly sit down into like a chair-like position, pulling your shoulder blades.
I feel the back.
You feel it in your upper back?
All over.
You want to try to pull your elbows up too a little bit so they're not like way down. They want to be kind of even. That's a really good stretch right there. To come out, we'll come out of our leg part first, untwine our arms. Woo! Let's do some cleansing breaths to get out of that. So inhale up. Swan dive. Woo! Half lift, inhale. Oh, the ants are coming. Exhale all the way down.
No answer.
And then bend your knees. Stop, ant. He's trying to attack you. Okay. Roll it up. Slowly.
I see one behind you. Behind your leg.
Oh, sorry. I just cut my head.
Color should we do?
Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive. Put your hands wherever you can, and we're just going to bend one knee and then the other. Bend one knee and then the other. Good. Let's bend our both knees, and we'll actually come into a squatted like monkey pose, which is nice because you just kind of come down.
It's like you gotta go to the bathroom outside.
Bananas.
Yes.
Bananas.
Bananas.
Put your knees down.
Bananas.
I'm going to move it back just a little bit. And we're going to do some cat cows.
Cat. Excuse me. What? Cat cows?
Yes.
Where they go? Meow.
So we're going to start in a cow. So you're going to inhale, Gary, and you're going to lift your head, and you're going to let your belly fall down, and your booty comes up. That's your cow. It's like a sway back, right? So then you're a scared cat, and when you do the exhale,
Oh yeah.
you blow it out and you shove your back up high. And tuck your head under, look at your belly button. And you just flow in and out. Inhaling. And you exhale. Own breath. On your next breath, go ahead and start wiggling. Like I'm in cow, so I'm just going to wiggle back and forth. I already feel my back popping. And then as I exhale with my cat, I'm going to kind of just sway back and get my shoulders more. Inhale. Wiggle my booty.
There's no construction people
Nope.
today.
I don't know if there's anybody behind me.
Yeah, there's nobody.
They may be like, oh my God, what's this lady doing? So then we are going to go to our child's pose, which I love my active one. You just put your knees on the outside of the mat, toes are together. Ooh, I'm stuck in my mat.
Yeah.
Hands out front, and you just sit back. Oh yeah. Head goes down, your forehead is on the mat. Really use active arms where your palms are on the mat, but your elbows are not, and you're kind of pushing yourself back so that your back,
different.
you get more of a stretch in that lower back, right?
Yeah.
You always can play with each move and see what feels better for you. We'll come back up into all fours. You'll want to do a little balancing. Sorry. I am downhill, so I'm like, woo! So on all fours, we can do some balancing or pointing dog, which is where,
That one gets me every time.
yes, Nani did this 4 days in a row, so she's like, oh my gosh.
I got worse every day.
Raise one leg, whichever one you want to do, and then you're going to raise the opposite arm. So it's opposite arm, opposite leg. So if I'm doing my right arm and my left leg. And instead of pointing your toes, kind of flex them down so your toes are facing down to the ground. Looking down, inhale and exhale. Good deep breaths. Pull that belly in tight. Exhale, let's put it down. We're going to switch sides. Woo. So now it's going to be my right leg and my left arm. Thumb is pointed up on your hands and your toes are pointing down on your feet. Oh my gosh, there's like 5 more spiders over here.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Y'all, stop it!
Yeah, that's why she probably came over here. And it's quiet.
And breathe. Pulling that belly in tight, protecting that back, working those abs. Exhale it down. And if you like Nani, I was torturing her the other day and was making her do active ones where she would go opposite side and then we
Oh,
were
God.
crunching.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
sometimes we do that. Or you can just do it easier and you can just, with the inhale, you go up, exhale down.
See, she didn't give me no option.
Switch sides, inhale up, the other side, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. You just keep that on repeat, and that kind of sometimes will do like a good balancing too. Make sure you're doing opposite arm and leg.
Oh.
Not calling you out, Kim. But I could see you going to
I have
tumble.
no
You were about to
coordination.
tumble over, and I was like, "Oh Lordy, she's about to go the wrong side."
See, today.
I want you to be successful today.
Now the ants are coming towards me.
It's only because
I love you.
No, don't thumbs up them. I don't want to get bit. My skin's already bad.
Oh my goodness, you sound like a.
Drama queen.
A girly
Excuse
girl.
me, I'm not the one who's doing yoga classes
Anyway.
in the morning. for 5 whole hours.
So sitting back, this is kind of your hero's pose. This is a nice strong one that, that was a spider.
Oh, God.
You can, I don't know, I'm not able to really ground my hands down, but you can. Or you can just put them right here on your thighs and just take a few breaths in and out. And again, picture that you have this balloon that's pulling your head up so that your back is straight. You're not like hunched over. Your shoulders are up, back, and down. You're pulling that belly in tight. And we inhale and exhale. Let's go ahead and look over one shoulder or look one way, so I'm going to look right. Whichever way y'all want to go. Back to center, and then we're going to look the other way. Yeah. And back to center. Okay, let's see. We could do a little bit thread the needle, which is always nice. Another shoulder one to stretch you out too. So I like to do it with a wide-legged child's pose. So my knees are apart, but my toes like to touch. So you have your little triangle there. And I'm gonna take one hand that's gonna stay base, but my other one's gonna come out. So I'm gonna do my right out, and it's gonna come down. And it's gonna put my right shoulder down, and I'm gonna scooch down. So then my right side of my face shoulder is on the ground.
To make sure I was positioning my other arm right.
If I confused y'all with my right or left, but I'm going with my real arm now.
The real arm.
I'm going with my side, y'all.
Is your butt supposed to be in the air?
Yep.
Okay, mine's there.
And you can see if like it's easier to like lean to the side, or if it's easier to like put your face almost back over to see what stretches your shoulder, what feels best. And if you feel like, oh, that's nice, stay right there. If you're like, ow, 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 sharp pain, back off, because that's not good. We don't want to do that. You want to feel a little tug, but nothing too sharp. We will come back out to kind of just your child's pose. Wiggle it. Both hands in front. We're going to do the other side, y'all. So now, whatever side we didn't do earlier, I'm going left.
This one don't go down like that.
And Matt, you can use your other hand if you need to kind of rest your head on if it won't go all the way down.
Here it goes.
Come back up. You want to come onto your bellies? Well, hold on. Make sure your mat's clear first.
Hey, we actually, we used boogie boards.
Oh, cool.
And it was actually pretty.
We were on, yeah, a hard concrete balcony,
And
so
then-
we used our boogie boards.
And then be awake at 6 in the morning doing it. I mean, it's supposed to be vacation.
Hey, your mama's
not-
trying to keep you healthy.
And we tried to keep doing it earlier so those guys would
Yes.
be there.
Oh,
They
yeah.
kept visiting and visiting.
They planted plans and all kinds of
Oh,
stuff.
my gosh.
Yeah, they did, but that's not. an
So for
excuse.
back, you also have, if you want to, just bring your elbows in front of you. And you can kind of lift up just slightly. Squeeze your bottom together. This is a Sphinx pose, where you're very active with your arms and you're squeezing your glutes together, but you can feel it in your lower back. Let me just look up.
Yeah, you can.
And then we'll just lower back down. Ooh, we need to do pigeon
Pigeon.
before we roll into our back. So,
What?
so curl your toes under. We're gonna go to down dog just for shits and giggles.
What? She likes down dog for some reason.
Just because it's easier to get into pigeon. So I'm gonna raise up my say my right leg, right? And I'm gonna bend it, and I'm gonna swing forward so that that knee comes in between my hands. So lift your one leg up, or just pull it. Yeah. Some people need the momentum. Pull down.
Are you going sideways? Oh.
Yeah. So eventually your leg needs to be.
Oh my God.
You can do it.
I may get there. I may not ever get it.
But remember, you're back over. There you go. And you just stay up here if you need to. You're in the high laying pigeon, so you're just kind of, this is Brahma 1. You're just like, I'm hanging out here. But if you're like, it's not too tight, I can move a little bit more. You can start walking your hands out to where you get your forearms down. And leave enough mat space for me. Nani, you should probably stay up at your hands.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because you were already like, oh, that's a big stretch.
Yeah,
You should already do-
I'm gonna stay like that. I can't do that. It's just
Boys
your,
can't do everything girls can do.
yeah, cause y'all have that. Y'all don't have that one bone we do.
So anyway,
You know where lies
put your forehead down.
That's how y'all can do the splits and how we break our bone.
I'm gonna have to edit that out. I don't know how to edit that out, but okay.
Well, I'm just letting you know.
No. Deep breathe. I want to hear some inhales through the nose and exhale through the nose.
Drown out some background noise.
Oh my heaven. When y'all feel like you're like, okay, I feel like I got a pretty good stretch in it, then you can start to kind of come back up to your hands.
Oh, where I'm at.
And then what we can do is start to kind of, you'll have to walk it back. Oh, I'm stuck to the mat. Back into all fours. And what I want you to do before we move to the other side is I want you to kind of start to lean back and actually just go one side. I love this pose and I forget it all the time.
Wait, what's this pose called?
And then you start shifting to the other side. This is Amber's favorite pose.
Okay.
Just helps to kind of stretch it out again since you had it in such an odd position. And then we'll come back up to all fours and we're going to go back to our other leg. So now it would be my left. So you can either just bring your knee up, or you can go to down dog. Lift it up, and then when you come forward, it just helps to momentize it. Yeah.
You know that one.
I'm gonna scoot back just a little bit because I need more room. Staying up here.
You can't put that down, right?
You don't really get the same stretch, so it's better if you can just relax that back foot, put your toes down. There you go. So when you feel ready, you just start to go down a little
What if I
bit.
can?
Go all the way down. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. This is one of our favorite poses, especially after you've been running or working out hard. This is a nice stretch. When you're ready to come out of it, we'll come back up to your forearms. We'll come back up to your hands. And this time we're actually just going to sit on our butte. Oh, yeah. Put your legs out straight in front of you. Where'd the wind go? Where did it go?
Come on.
So you can go into staff pose where you put your hands just right next to your bottom. You're kind of lifting yourself a little bit. If you could lift your bottom up if you were strong enough, but I'm not. And what you want to do is just kind of lift your heels up. Take a couple of breaths. You gotta be straight. Relax the heels down. We're gonna inhale it up. And And with a straight back, you just hinge forward, forward fold, grabbing whatever you can, if you can grab anything. If not, you can bend the knees if you need to. Roll it up slowly. I'm just going to do one side for a second. And you can inhale it up, and you just lean to the side. Stretching out that back, that side. Inhaling back up. We're going to switch sides. Inhaling up. And stretch. Oh yeah, my sides are tight.
Oh, that feels good on that side of my back.
Huh?
That feels good on that side of my back.
That might be where your tension is on that side. Then,
It is on my right side.
See, mine's on my leg.
Oh.
Well, Nani, you can go back to your bad side if you need.
No, it stretched earlier.
And we'll roll it up. Let's go ahead and we'll roll onto our backs. I think you probably don't want to see my booty, but that's the way we're going to go. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
So keeping your feet on the mat, let's just do the windshield wipers right here. Slowly back and forth. This is a nice massage, kind of twisting that sacral area, that lower back. And then you just pick a side and let your knees go to one side. Arms out at your side, and actually whichever way your knees are, let's look the other way so we can deepen that twist. You should feel in that sacral area kind of starting to go up to the lumbar area. As I get a bug in my face. Back to center. And then let's let it drop the other way. And remember, whichever way your knees are facing, let's look the other way. This is super low back. Knees back up. So while we're here, before we do our full stretch, let's go ahead and lift one leg up. And you can grab the back of it and try to pull it towards you a little bit. And stretch out that back of the leg, the hamstring. And I like to flex my toe, kind of pull my toe down towards my face, and I feel a deeper stretch. You can point and see which way feels like you get a better stretch, but usually with that tightening of that muscle, you'll get a better. We're going to bend this top leg, and so it is y'all's right. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So the right ankle will go over your left thigh. You're going to thread your hand through and grab that left thigh and pull it towards you and get a good stretch in that glute and the thigh. You can rock back and forth if you need to see like where that tension is, and wherever you feel the stretch the most, just stay right there if you want. Let's put both feet back down, and we're going to trade legs so that now I'm going to raise up my left leg. I'm going to grab a hold of it behind the thigh if you can, behind the calf, wherever, the toes if you can reach, and you just pull it towards you. Point your toes and then flex both feet back down on the ground. And we can sit up for a second. So I want you to stretch it out overhead, and like you're doing a sit-up, I want you to inhale, and as you come up, you exhale.
Oh, with my legs up.
With your legs bent, legs on the mat, it might be easier. We're gonna do, I forgot, I wanted to do one more stretch, or one more twist this way, while we're seated.
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 I was sitting here.
So I'm gonna take my left and put it over. This is always a good one too. So my left leg is right here, so I'm gonna take my opposite elbow, my right, I'm gonna put it right here. So whatever leg is bent, that arm comes behind you, and you're just kind of twisting and you're looking over. So you should have a good, like, kind of like when you wrench out a towel, that's what you're doing to your spine right now. When you're wringing it out after it's been wet. Inhale, start to untwist, slowly come around. We're gonna put the leg back down. Take our right over. I'm gonna take my left elbow to my right knee. I'm gonna come around. And I'm gonna start to twist. Oh, that felt really good. And then I'm just gonna look over my shoulder to get a really good wringing out. Inhale and come back around. We're going to try to lower it kind of into boat. So you're kind of back, you're lowering, you're like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Slowly get down to where you can bring your knees up. Hug your knees to you and let's rock back and forth. You can even do circles one way with your knees and circles the other way. Make sure you're not on a rock or anything so it doesn't hurt. Let's put your arms out to your side in a T and just start going back and forth windshield wipering. And we're going to pick a side. I'm going to go left side first, so I'm going to drop my knees to the left side if I can, wherever they may fall. And then I'm going to look over my other side. So wherever my knees face, my head goes the other way. Inhale, bring your knees back up to center. Let's go the other way. Drop them to the other side. And look out the opposite way your knees are facing.
I heard that. Was that your back?
Yep.
Yay! We just did an adjustment on Ken's back. We'll come back up to center. Oh, and I'm muddy. Go ahead and let's just let your legs go all the way down. We'll go into our corpse pose, or Shavasana, which is the relaxation pose. So if you know how to normally come into it, you just relax. Your arms would be out just to your side. I like to work through it. So I like to cramp and like grip my hands, my shoulders. I like to tuck my head under, tight abs, tight butt, thighs together, curl my toes, everything as tight as can be, and then I relax after a big inhale, and on the exhale I let everything go. And you just start to think, is there any tension anywhere? Is it in my neck? Do I need to move my head a little bit? Start at your toes. Are your toes relaxed? Are they to the side? How are my legs? My hips? My hands in a good position? I can just relax and breathe. My belly's relaxed. My shoulders are relaxed. My jaws relaxed, my head. If you have a rag, you can always cover your face if you like. Let's just take a few breaths here. Stay here as long as you like. Normally we will stay there for a few minutes. Let's just start wiggling our fingers and our toes. Go ahead and bring your knees up, bending them to where your feet are on the mat. And we're just going to scooch over to one side of our mat and roll over into kind of a fetal position. I was get attacked by leaves. Kind of waking it up. You can open your eyes, you can keep them closed, whatever you want to do at this point. Then we're going to start to slowly come up. So you put one hand down in front to balance you. Ow! And you try to peel yourself off your mat if you're stuck to it. Yeah. I was kind of stuck. Oh, that hurt my armpit. Oh. Coming to a seated position. Whatever seated position you would like.
I go hang out with the guy.
Yes.
The other guy.
Let's look over our shoulders one way. And then we can look the other way. We've got one side that's still tight on that neck. Chiropractor can't work it out. I don't know what's going on. Look back to center. Let's take a couple of cleansing breaths. So inhale up. Hands together. Come down at your heart center. Inhale up. Hands together. Come down to your third eye, which is right in between your eyes. Inhale one more time. Hands together. Keep your hands on top of your head at your crown. And with that, I would like to